So last month, we introduced you to Scout, the new puppy in the Hurlbrink family. Of course, a puppy comes with new challenges. They're a lot of fun, but they're also a lot of work. And we want to make sure that you're doing everything right.
That's right. Icon Award-winning pet and product expert trainer Geralynn Cada is here to help us humans not feel so overwhelmed and to be successful when raising that puppy. This is little Scout right here, a little bigger than he was last time, and he no longer chases those cans as much.
He's doubled in size since the last time he was on TV. What do you think, big guy? So he's beautiful. Congratulations. And you guys are doing a fantastic job with raising him.
Wonderful. We had a lot of tips from you. So now that we've gotten through, it's really about scheduling is what we've been working on. So what is important and how do we set that perfect puppy schedule?
So understanding what it takes to raise a puppy, meaning as I always say, feed them 4 times a day, work on bathroom training 4 times a day, just for a short amount of time. But most importantly, it's understanding the breed and what your schedule is and helping the puppy kind of work around your schedule as well so that you're not always changing your schedule for the dog.
Okay.
And I go into that more later, but in your case now we're a little wed to the 4 times a day of eating and the 4 times a day of bathroom and the naps, the extra naps they need while he grows.
Yeah.
So it's understanding that breed and arranging that schedule according to your schedule and their schedule so they can just mesh easier.
What are some different in the breed variety of, like, for example, I mean, Scout's Cavalier, King Charles, but also we have, bigger dogs like German Shepherds. What types of different play or training or scheduling what should be different between the 2 breeds?
Scout is a spaniel.
Yeah.
Spaniels are a little bit more emotional. They're more of a house dog, or you see them in paintings back in the old days with the kings, because they were more loungy. They did need exercise, and they did have a job. However, they were bred for a purpose. A German Shepherd is bred to guard. It's a guard dog. It has special ability and a lot of what I'll call stamina. So they need a lot more exercise.
Yeah.
As compared to little Scout here. But mentally, they equally need quite a bit of mental exercise, and that's why we started working on some of those mental games, like the back and forth game, the switcheroo, to help not only teach him his name, but to give him a lot of mental exercise so he's mentally tired and he sleeps well with both eyes closed.
And one of these things, so here's a little bit of me doing some training with Scout here. We were working on sit and down and everything with a little bit of treats. So he's got his sit and his down kind of
mastered.
Not mastered,
Almost.
we'll say. He's getting close. But one of the issues that we'll deal with, and I know that a lot of other people
He didn't hear you say that.
A lot of other people deal with is chewing. So puppy have the puppy teeth, and they want to chew to help. It's just like kids, they want to put stuff in their mouth and chew to help alleviate some of that pain and discomfort that they're having.
And that's going to happen for a while. Puppies' teeth don't fall out right away. So what I have is a couple of tricks. One of them, my favorite one for calorie-wise, is a Kong, and I have a frozen one over here we can grab if we want to.
Okay.
What I did was I took this Kong and I soaked the dog's food in water until it was mushy, and then I stuffed it full and then put it in the freezer. So it's cold, and I made a larger one on purpose for camera reasons.
Yeah.
You can see where it's stuffed with his food. So that way when they chew on it, it's cold. They have to work for it, so it mentally makes them work harder for their food. It's a little bit of a job.
Oh, that makes total
And then
sense.
also the cold makes their gums cold, so they won't be as painful.
Okay.
So this is a really great trick when it comes to teething. He really likes it.
He likes that, doesn't
But
he?
that cold feels good on his mouth. So this is a really great way to not give them extra calories, just their food, and they have to work for it. So it gives them a really great job, loosens those teeth up, and it helps their mouth feel a lot less painful.
And you were talking about the back and forth game earlier. Is that one of the best ways to help teach our puppy his name?
Of course. Back and forth to help. I mean, just saying his name and rewarding him when he looks at you is a great way, but actually you want to train them to come to you when you call them right away. So that's a really great way to do both. You're able to train them to recognize their name as well as come to you when you call them, because you never know what kind of a situation you get into later where you need them to come
now,
when
real
you call.
Quick, before we let you go, loud noises are common around the house with, garage doors, vacuum cleaners, whatnot. How do we work those into our training routine so he's not going to freak out when somebody rings the doorbell or something?
So YouTube is really great for this because there are a lot of videos out there that have noise, like thunderstorms and fireworks. And if you play some of those while you actually calm them, when you do the dog yoga that we have do, the dog savasana, when you do the doggy savasana and you play some of those videos, you actually help desensitize them to those noises because they realize that Dad's here, Mom's here, everybody's safe, so I'm safe too.
There you go.
And that really helps that in that way. So that's a great thing I'm going to encourage you to start doing now.
Okay, we'll start it off now because we want him to be a good pup all the way into adulthood. Is that what you call a dog when he grows into adulthood? An adult dog?
An adult dog.
right.
Adolescent, adult, senior.
There we
puppy.
go.
Yeah.
Well, Scout, congratulations for making it through your second TV appearance. You didn't bark and or pee on anybody. Well done. Thank you, Geralynn.
Great job, and thanks for having me.
Belinda.